This should be... Okay, so... Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. So... we are actually going to be... starting over. So... Satisfactory 1.1 has been, not released, but it has been revealed. And from the looks of it, it is looking really, really cool. But it's a little on the more advanced side. So basically, it's weird. So my current world, it is not. I don't think it's going to be able to handle this. I don't think it's going to be able to handle 1.1. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just going to start over. So I'm starting over. I'm going to potentially later come back to that world, make it look all pretty, fix any issues and things, but I'm starting over here. So
Hub upgrade 6. Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future Tier 1 and 2. Your first official objective as this objective.
So basically, what I did was I skipped the intro because we've already done that in the past. So first, what we're going to do is find some iron ore and get to doing stuff. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna get these. Now the question is, what purity are these? Ooh, I should probably... Oh, I need... Wait, where'd he go? Okay. So these are normal
Samples of new alien species
iron
acquired.
nodes,
Notable features are blunt
which
teeth,
are
suggesting
good.
it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
So I am going to be working on this. So there's also a limestone vein over there. But what I'm going to do first is just make a few of these and a couple of these. So I'm just going to try to put them in kind of in line with these. And then I'm going to do this. Put a thing right here. Ooh, actually, what I should do is put one here. Now this is the temporary setup. So it's not going to be like this forever. But for the close and foreseeable future, just until we actually get base building and we get a lot of things automated.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource.
So, The reason I wanted to start back over was partially because of how 1.1, some of the new things that are coming in that, well, at least supposedly coming in that, but also just because of the factory was a little bit difficult, let's just say. So there was a lot of different stuff going on that wasn't very... It wasn't going to be helpful. Mainly just power issues and things like that. Three and... Wait, where'd the... There it is. And then here. So I'm going to let those run for a minute. Actually, I'm going to take one from here and put it onto limestone. Just so that we got more limestone than we actually need. Then I'm going to get storage containers. Put these bad boys up. Ooh, I'm needing more iron rods. Okay, so... one of the things that I'm going to be doing differently will be how things are... basically just how things are done. So, on the other world, the, what's it called? The production facilities are a lot more spread out. So, I'm wanting at least the production facilities, not the hubs. The hubs also, what I really want to do is make those look better, because I literally just made a bunch of boxes and called it a day. I'm hoping this world, especially, will be a longer stay. Okay, I'm really getting annoyed at this. Up, up. Can I go up any further? Oh my god. Clipping. Dang it. Okay. Come on. Okay. I love clipping. I love the clipping. Guess I'll have to deal with that for a little bit. Okay. But by starting over, it means that I can go from the ground up, anticipating at least some of the things that 1.1 is going to be introducing. So the one thing that I know is going to be introduced in 1.1 is the elevators. So what I want to do is, once I actually get like the production facilities and things going, I want to be able to have an area where the elevators and some of the other systems are going to be. Second, I want to raise because I'm going to do another highway going, not over there, but I'm going to be doing another highway going from the hub that produces like all the iron ore and everything. And that is going to be going over to, oh my god, I forgot how slow these are. Oh, shoot, I am an idiot. This one is a straight, but these ones I need smelters. I completely forgot about smelters. One and two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off of this here, and then to there. This is making iron ingots. This is making iron ingots. Flowing in. I'm just gonna put 100 in each of these. They're gonna be going. Now each thing of concrete needs three limestone. So that's why I did this. And this is, it's an impure node. So, most of the ore spawn rates not spawn rates, but the ore node spawn rates should be about the same. There we go. So, I need 600 limestone total. This takes 1 to 1. I think this is 1 to 1. Yeah. So this just needs one of this. This needs 300. Which is part of the reason why I got these going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the miner and put it on the limestone. So that I can have more. So, we're just gonna get on and going. Now, there are going to be alternate recipes. I'm gonna try to keep the hard drives until I get at least to steel, because there is a recipe to automate these, to automate the portable miners. So that should be helpful, especially if we are going to be doing a lot more with the portable miners. But this is a lot better. So I'm going to pick this stuff up, but I'm going to basically spend money to make money in this situation. So these should be done soon. I'm wanting to get primarily from normal veins, but what I'm probably going to have to do is basically make a giant factory over there that just contains the iron making and the copper making. But right here, this is where I'm probably going to be doing most of the stuff currently. Miner, pick up miner, pick up miner. Okay, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think one of these goes here. Actually, there we go. Yeah, because this is the iron plates. So that's making more. I'll worry about the throughput issues later. But I think we should be able to go ahead and put some of the resources in. Now, okay, so I need just freaking double of that. So what I'm gonna do is place these other three. And basically this is an AFK job right here. But the thing I'm wanting to upgrade to level 2 and 3 belts as soon as possible. Yeah, so now this is that. Part assembly, obstacle clearing is going to be our next thing that we need. But we need the base building first. So I am just thinking... miners were taken from there for 40 per minute. I think it's 60 per minute for normal, 30 per minute for impure, and then 120 per minute for pure, I believe. So all I'm gonna do is let these continue on. And what I'll probably do, because I didn't incorporate that last time into the network, so probably I'm going to be using everything I have at my disposal, just so that I can potentially get everything going. So the plan is once we make enough resources, okay, I'm just gonna collect you.
This semi-study.
I don't care, Ada. There we go. But I'm thinking of making the first production facility over there, just like we did last time. But instead of it being, like, what's it called? Instead of it being small and building straight up, I'm gonna be building wide. And I know you guys can't see my hands, but let me tell you, they're being very expressive with wide and tall. But for the most part, this is an AFK job. The first bit, as long as you have some good stuff here, we should be good. Yeah, so this would have needed 300 total. It has still quite a bit. I'm gonna go get the iron plates and rods. There's plates, and I think I put all the rods in. put an equipment workshop right there. Gonna make a couple portable miners. Put them on here. The reason I'm using portable miners instead of regular miner Mark 1s is mainly just because I don't want to be breaking these just yet, because I don't want to be trying to put them. I don't want to try to be putting them in a random orientation and then have to destroy them again. So I'm using the portable miners before going to the miner Mark 1s. So, conveyor belts can transport 60 resources per minute. I'm pretty sure that should be fine for this. Whenever we get to the higher things, it will be a lot different though. First, let's put these in, and then all we gotta do is wait for the concrete. I'm gonna wait till that last one stops working, and then I'll do that. Basically, whenever we start making the actual factory, so I gotta think. So, whenever we actually go to set up the actual factory, we're gonna need a lot of iron plates, a lot of concrete. So I'm gonna take out the iron rods. I'm just gonna deconstruct the iron rods here. I'm gonna probably make throughput issues a bit better with this, because this needs 30 per minute. This can only make, I think, oh, wait. Yeah, this needs 30 per minute, but it's, okay, no, that should be fine. So we should be able to turn this instead into an iron plate recipe then. This will stay then. Okay. Pick up miner, pick up miner. Da, da, da. I'm gonna grab the limestone from this. Okay. I'm gonna put 2 on there and then 2 on another one of these. Rests. So this needs 45 per minute. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put this over by, there's some limestone things over there. So once we get everything going, we'll be able to worry about throughput issues, things like that. What I'm going to try to do is make everything, if I do make smaller factories, well, separated factories, I'm going to try to make everything square so that I can just drag it along, basically. But I have an idea for a hub design but I need a lot of the tickets and things. I need to get to the Awesome Sync stage. So let me see... what stage that is. So I don't think it's... okay, here it is. So I need... yeah, basically a lot of the stuff that I'm already making, plus the copper stuff. What I really want... so... I'm gonna do base building, then logistics. I'm not gonna do field research just yet. Actually, I might. I'll decide on that. Then I'm gonna get Logistics Mark II and the Awesome Sync. No, I'm not. Because I need, for the Awesome Sync, I need reinforced iron plates. And for reinforced iron plates, I need the assembler if I want to automate it. You know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. Currently, I'm gonna put these in here. So this should, at least in a minute. So we need 45. There's 40. Now we just need 5. So what I'm gonna do for... I'm gonna do the exact same organization type as before, but it's going to be a little different in terms of design as well as just how it flows. So I'm gonna have a garage underneath everything. Second floor is most likely going to be other transportation, trains. Actually, no, trains will be third floor. There we go.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for
Okay. Humble beginnings. Gotta love it. So these are going to continue to pump out iron plates. Everything's going to be all hunky-dory. And yeah, so it's... I'm hoping this will help with the first bit that we need of making things. I'm gonna make another 2 portable miners. Actually, I'm gonna make 4. So throughput for the limestone is not exactly optimal at the moment. So those need more care and attention than these. So 1, 2 in here, 1, 2 in there. There we go. Then all of this is being made. Everything's going good. Everything's great. These are burning it very slowly. Out 30, 30. In 30, out 20. Output isn't as good as this. No, not as this. As, ooh, this one's worse. Oh my god. It's literally making a third. That's, oh my god. The efficiency in terms of resources, that's crap. This is technically at 100% efficiency. But holy. So I just need a ton of concrete, a ton of iron plates. I think more, yeah, more concrete than anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a second constructor for that, because I just tripled the output. I need concrete. Now, I don't think I have mergers. No, I just have conveyor belts. I'm gonna grab from here. I am going to just put this here. This here. This there. Oh, this is the wrong way. This is making concrete. Okay. I might actually make more of these. Okay. There's that, then pick up all the iron, throw it in the box. Put it in the bag. Okay. So now we should be good on that front. So I am going to go get more leaves to make biomass. How much is in here? Can't make any more leaves, but I can make more of that. Okay. So once we get coal power, this is going to be like those are going to be pretty obsolete. But it's going to be okay for backup, for reserve power. Just in case, basically. something I am trying to figure out is my live. Now, the thing I've never really understood is the YouTube stuff here. Playlists, Satisfactory. Okay, so let's check our, okay, so capacity and production, no. Okay, so this is good. I'm gonna go get the stuff from over here. Okay. Put it in those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so a lot of concrete, a lot of other stuff. So take this, sort it, drop it, sort, there we go. Okay. So, next thing we need, I'm gonna go ahead and do Awesome Sink. How much concrete do I have? Only 248. And I have a ton of that. And then I can make, yeah, I can still make more reinforced iron plates. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get to 250 and then I'll stop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I need to get the iron plates back out so I can make some more of them. It's one constructor, two constructors, three constructors, and four constructors. Okay. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to leave these on pause once. Basically, I'll just let these run through their supply. Which shouldn't take too long. And I'm basically just going to pick up all the miners and just toss their contents into this things for the smelter. Or the constructor whenever I get these ones. I'm going to let these get filled up, and then I'll grab those, put them into the constructors, and everything will be all nicey nice. Okay. Now these will all go idle eventually. And then once they go idle, once they finish up their stuff, I'm going to deconstruct everything that's right here, move it over to where I'm going to make Hub 1 and everything that goes along with it. So I have 10 portable miners. Put that in there. Put 1, 2, 3 in there, and then 1, 2, 3. Take from here as much as I can in there. Okay. That's still going strong there. So then, once these run out, it'll take stress off of this. Once they all go out, it will just completely go away, I guess. So, let me just try to get as high as I can. Good enough. Yep, wait, I can get the lookout tower. I'm just gonna put it right there. Now I turned off the ambient music, partially because it was screwing up with copyright and things on YouTube. But also because it would start playing in the middle of the boombox as well. I think this is impure as well. Yeah. I think the pure node is up there. But what I really want to do is get through the quartz as quickly as I can. basically rushing through quartz, getting all the stuff for that, and then I'll be able to do radar towers on each of the hubs, which what I'm going to do really quickly is go into a test world and just basically put a design really quickly of what I want it to be. So I was screwing around with the radiation and the alien power augmenter, which I shouldn't have done that. But I'm going to show y'all what I'm planning on making it look like. So I'm gonna try to find, okay, right over here. Nice piece of flat land. Hey look, there's where we're currently starting ours. So I'm gonna be making a nice big base for it. Now, this will also be above where these things can spawn. So it's not exactly 100% accurate, but it is accurate enough for our purposes. So, I have to do all of that. So really the only thing that I can't exactly get currently is the roofs. So I need the awesome sink for that. But also the ramp walls as well. So default. Two up like that. Then 2 meter. Basic. 2 basics. That. I think that's that's a 1 meter. Okay, yeah, that should be good, and then I'll also make it, once I get steel and things, I'll be able to do this. So they're all going to be steel walls. So I don't currently need really anything in terms of this. But I do need the roofs. So if I do, come on, this side. Yeah, zoop. 2 of them. Now this will be the hubs. These aren't going to be... 1 meter roof. This isn't going to be the main hub or anything like that. But this is basically what it's going to look like. This is the plan on what it's going to look like. In essence, it's of course going to be raised. There's going to be a door there. Basically, it's going to look like a warehouse. That's the entire idea of this. There's that, then odd mid-gate. Then there will be like a ramp going up to it. It'll look good. There'll be holes in the wall back here for any of the storage crates and things. So it'll look pretty nice. Of course, this is like a long-term, pretty long-term, but that is basically what we're going to be doing. But first, we actually need the floors. So I'm going to go ahead, not resume game, save the game. And then I'm going to load the 1.1, what we're going to be doing in the 1.1 world. Okay. So then I'm just going to AFK this while it runs out. So I'll be right back. Okay, so it's looking like most of everything is done. So, let me go ahead and deconstruct these. I'll also be able to see, yeah, that didn't do too much. I didn't, yeah, didn't make too much, but it made enough. Okay. So, let's go ahead and head over to where we're going to be making... I'm not going to do this just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Okay. Okay, so those I know about. I think it's over this way, I believe, is where the other ones are. I think down... Yeah, down here is the copper. And over here are the iron. All of this will be collected, just not yet. Dang it. Okay. So I'm gonna start us right down there. Where? Okay. So he's gonna come up here. Try to kick me off, basically. Wait, where is he? There he is. This takes 4 hits. And other stuff takes more. Okay. So, the main reason I wanted to restart is because the other world that I was working on, it just wasn't efficient enough. And I had a ton of power problems going on. So I thought, why not just start over? It is going to be a bit of work to try to get back up to the same point, but it's not as much work as trying to debug your hard drive because you tried to open an old save that you spent your lifeblood working on, and then it's saying that it's been corrupted. That's worse. Much, much worse. So I think this is as far as it's going to go for here. I need more concrete. Okay, so I am going to go back to the hub. So this will at least be for that. Oh, there's 2 of them. Kill you both.
Your waves lap at our shores.
Oh.
When will you land? The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These change. Each sphere emits a Unknown chemical and exhibits a most pungent
so that
smell.
is just, yeah, there we go. Stop. Okay. So I just have to get over to the hub. And for the most part, I'm planning on basically making it so that it's not just... so that it's all in the same area. I think this is done. Yeah, this is done. Okay. There we go. No deconstruction boxes. That is good. Got all the portable miners. So I have 10 right there. I even have a Mercer sphere. So what we really need at the moment is the resource sink bonus program. That is the next thing we're going to be making, or not making, achieving. So everything will be all hunky-dory. Those things are going to be spawning just until we get this entire area just completely filled with stuff. What I'm going to do, though, is temporarily, I'm going to... I think this is an impure... because I know there's... okay, this is a normal vein, which makes 60, so it should be fine with the constructor. What I'm just going to do really quickly is this. So, storage container. This is very temporary. That's making limestone, that's making concrete. Concrete goes into there. Okay. Yeah, this gets 60 limestone a minute. Come on. There we go. I'm just gonna put it on here. I'm not making any walls just yet, because that just would be a pain. But also because I am not going to be working on other floors just yet. So, let's just... oh god. That's not good. Not much better, but still something. Biomass is best for the biomass burners. Well, currently is best for the biomass burners. So I just need to get as many leaves to make biomass. And what I'm also going to do, well, whenever I get solid biofuel, what I'm going to do is have a drop area where it just takes the wood and the leaves, automatically sorts it so that it goes to let's just say the wood one, the other one. I think this is impure. Yeah, that's impure. Basically, I would use smart splitters and a merger, and it turns it into solid biofuel, which, in my opinion, is one of the best fuels for tractors. So this isn't going to be Hub 1. Hub 1 is probably going to be up on that hill or over there. And that is going to be one of the only things that uses the highway system. But before we even think about doing a highway system, we need to worry about, currently, power. So, I'm going to go ahead and make a ton of biomass. Okay, so ton of biomass. I have 3 and that, so I'm going to do that and that. So then I'll do that and that, put that to there. Boom, boom. Oh, nope, never mind. Just boom. And there. So then when it comes time, I'll basically be making, what's it called? Okay, so those are operational. That should be working here soon. But then once we get better fuel sources, I can just put those as idle. I'm just going to store everything in here. And then I'm going to get all the stuff from this. Okay. So these are impure nodes, which only make 30. Which is good for our purposes currently. So there's 4 right here. There's also 2 on top. And that should keep us good for a little bit, at least. Once we get the obstacle clearing, these will be, we won't have to worry about them. This is where you get the solid biofuel. So we're going to be doing the resource sync program. So I have to basically pick up everything I just put down. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so these are 30 to 20. And I think these, yeah, 30 to 30. I'm gonna grab some concrete and the portable miners to be able to make these. Okay, so I'm only gonna make 2 portable miners because until we have better means, we have to work with what we got. Basically, where did that go? Where did that just go? Did it just phase into a wall? Well, we're missing some things. That's not good. Okay. Just gonna put this here, and then we'll be able to just connect this real quick. That's making iron stuff. Gonna do... Yep, that is in line. Do that. That is iron ingot. Then I'm going to put this over here. These should be... Why does this have no power? Oh, because I didn't connect this exactly yet. Okay. I should have... Okay, what I'm going to do instead of the current thing, because I'm going to be needing to do this anyways. There's that. These are making those. So what these will do are make iron plates. That is their entire purpose in life. That is all I need them to do. Iron plate, iron plate. There we go. So now I am actually out of copper stuff. So I am going to go get some copper using these portable miners. I was about to say miner Mark IIs, but I don't have those yet. Come here. Come here. Okay, so these are also impure veins. So those are going to do that. I'm also going to go ahead and mine the copper ore. So I need to get these off the nodes before I can even think about putting a miner Mark 1 on these. But what I'm going to do with this area, instead of what I did basically was put a factory right here, and it was very limiting, so everything had to be going up.
Unknown metal, such as...
So Caterium is basically going to be Mark II of the copper wire. It's called quick wire for anybody just that doesn't know much about Satisfactory. So it's going to be very useful later in the later game. What I'm also going to be doing is utilizing power, like the Power Mark II stuff. So these are making 20 a minute. Let me just put down my crafting bench so I can go ahead and start working on making these. Now I'm also going to be needing some more cable, so I'm going to be turning these into copper ingots, and the copper ingots into wire, and about half of the wire is going to be turned into cable. And everything will be pretty good. Now this is saying it's a 1-to-1. Okay, so by hand it is a 1-to-1. Oh yeah, and okay, I think I'm just being dumb currently. this is basically what early game is. It's not amazingly fun. Basically, whenever you get to... So we have 54... divided by 2 is 27. Oh. Made one too many. Okay. I'm planning on having this be on top of there or over there, because there is Caterium over there, I believe. I don't know if it's covered or not, but there's also Caterium over in that direction. But the current project, what we should be working on more, is making the copper and iron factories. And the limestone. But the limestone factory doesn't need to be amazingly efficient. It just needs to be efficient enough. So most likely what I'm going to do is, once I get a conveyor splitter, I'm going to be splitting it enough that it would be able to get into 2 or 3 constructors evenly. These are almost done. Got a bunch of leaves, got a bunch of wood. Okay. There we go. Now, I don't plan on heading into the caves for a little bit, at least until I get better weaponry. Because I despise the, freaking bugs that are in there. Oh my god, they are freaky. Basically, they're called, stingers, and they are the freaking worst. So these are being incredibly efficient in terms of a lot of this game is just math. So if you don't like it, get out, basically. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these. These are going to be making wire. Then I'll grab smelter. This is our little temporary setup. Copper ingot. And I'll put a storage container off the sides. Okay. So these are set. Now for a minute at least, for a little bit, this is gonna be wire spaghetti palooza. But it should, especially in the end, be just fine. 5, 6, 7. Okay. One of them is going to be split, and then 1, 2, 3, and just the the rest of the copper. Oh! Grid shut down. What is it? Ah. Need more biomass burners. Okay. Everything's looking fine there. How much? Okay, so I have no biomass on me. I know I have some in here. Take all the biomass I can get. Put it all in there. Do that. Do that. Make some more biomass. Fill that up. That's not what I want. Okay. That should fix it. Now I don't. There we go. And it's off. Okay, so... I'm missing my jump boost. Okay. Now it's all working. Why is this not working? Oh, because I didn't do that. Oopsie. Okay, so now everything should be working. This makes 60, this only needs 45. Pure, I think, makes 120. It's either 120 or 90. But I think it just doubles every single time you go up a grade. So, in essence, this should pretty much stay the same. I'm just basically going to move it over to here. And I'm going to try to make the belts a lot easier. So, I just have to get all the stuff in these. So, this only needs 15 per minute. This makes 30 per minute. These are going to get filled up completely, but I don't have any splitters, so I can't really do anything about it. But I'm going to try to get to space elevator stuff as quickly as I can so that I can get automation. check how much concrete we have in here. Almost enough. Let's make the space elevator. There we go. The wire is going to be a minute. It does make it pretty quick, though. So I'm going to have to be making some iron rods here soon. I'm also going to put the space elevator off my list. Okay. So I should have... Yeah, I have enough concrete. I don't have enough wire just yet. Okay. So I'm still working on the wire, and I'm still working on... Well, I'm not working on it right now. But I'm going to be needing iron rods. 2 of those, 2 of those. And I think 2 of these. I'm just really quickly going to see this. Iron rods, 15 to 15, okay. This, reinforced, iron rods, plates, of course, concrete. Ooh, I just put all my wire in there. Ooh, I need more cable. So I'm gonna get some more cable. I'm gonna make... There we go. Okay. So now, take the constructors, well, the smelters, then the constructors. I don't have enough iron rods for that. Okay. There, and there, and there, and there. Once that makes iron rods, that makes iron rods. Okay. So, really quickly... Okay. Put another one here. That goes to these. Then I'll apparently make another biomass. Jeez. Another biomass burner. Okay. I put all of my... Did I put all of the iron ore in? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I need another biomass burner. Because of the new production. know what? I'm gonna put these on standby and then restart this. So it should be fine. Actually, I'm gonna turn this on standby as well. Then do that. So that should balance out the power problem there. So it's more of a race to get the automation, like 100% automation, than anything else. Okay, so no idea how. Literally nothing changed, I just added this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I should be able to turn these guys on without blowing up the grid. Okay. So now that we got this up and running, I'm going to make some storage. I'm going to have to put it over here and over there. There we go. So those are iron rods. Those are iron plates. This is copper wires. Okay. Okay, so these are making this incredibly inefficient. But I should be able to get the rest of the 500 wire I need. Because this is a 2-to-1, well, no, 0.5 to 1 technically. If I want this to be 100% efficient, I would have to make a conveyor splitter, but I can't do that. Because I don't have the logistics unlocked yet for that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Better make another. There we go. Watchtower. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. If you're watching this in the future, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, comment if you want, and I also have a Discord server. I also look at the rules on there. I have a Twitch, I have Instagram, those are all in my links, so go check those out, and basically I'm just going to AFK on here, and it's just going to continue to go through. I'll probably make another copper run eventually. But yeah, so I'll basically be AFKing this entire thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.